Let's watch this now.
It's 12 o'clock on a Wednesday, and this is the Wizard Product Review. I'm Dave.
I'm Craig!
And on this week's show...
I'm just trying to point out that just before we start filming, Dave always goes, get ready to blammo, so he knows how to bark. Before we started filming, he turned around to me and said, get ready. Yeah, Dave, no problem, okay.
I didn't realise. Next up, we've got a rather unique DVD for the magic world, Slapstick.
Yes, this is brilliant.
Now, why did you actually pick this up today? Because it's not the sort of thing you do, start slapping people around the face.
This is an introduction to Slapstick. What it is, the first 10 minutes, correctly as you said, you've got exercises to do. You've got to warm up various parts of your body. You're warming up like this.
Right, you're gonna have it's only like 40 minutes long.
Yeah, but the 10 minutes...
The first 10 minutes you spend going like this. Right, you ready?
No, that was wrong anyway.
Right, okay,
you got to get how to get. I think this is great. You need someone to practice with, and I would luckily had Tom Crosby here.
He didn't have that black eye when he first came in.
No, he was quite scared actually. I'm going to take this home, and I'm actually going to.
Well, watch it. It was entertaining. I think a lot of it was filled.
In all
a lot
seriousness,
of it was quite obvious. You know, just like as you do this, you do this, and you go, all right, that's it.
Yeah, but no, there's more to it than that. I mean, it's like, for example, when you get hit, you don't want to go looking downwards because you don't want to look like it really hurts. You want to have a quarter turn to the left. You want to stay completely upright. You want to... There's a lot of technique to it.
For magicians.
It's not going to be... It says it's for magicians and illusionists. Not many people are going to be able to do this. For example, how many times do you have two people perform? For clowning...
If you want to learn it, if you want to learn slapstick, how much are you going to give it?
Well, that's the thing. It's very weird. If you have a need for this... I'm trying to get into it.
I want to the rabbit. He always does this. You get to the bit, how much are you going to give it? On for another 2.5 minutes.
Okay, 20% if... You're a normal performer and you haven't got any reason for it. If you've got a reason for it, 85%.
Well, that's the same as any trick, you know. If you like it and it's for you, a higher mark. If you don't, a lower mark. What's the point? What's the point in even sitting here? If you like it and don't care about everything we say, give it this mark. If not, give it this mark. 78%. It's all right if you want to learn slapstick. If you don't want to learn... And we've also got box cards, like a clear template that goes on the box.
And it just makes the box indestructible. Or not indestructible, but damn near it, to be honest. And I do card under box an awful lot. Like multiple card in the box.
Yeah.
And it's just made it so much easier because very, very easily and very, very quickly your box can just get all floppy and loose and horrible. But sticking this thing around it, it's nice and hard and rigid.
It is good for the invisible. It's good for the invisible. Can you see this tiger truck, John? I'm getting him out. Look. Careful. Something Siegfried and Roy couldn't ever train a tiger or lion to do was...
wrap himself up in flash paper?
Wrap himself up in paper. There you go, look at that. He's all right. And I've got a lighter here somewhere. Oh, yes, there it is. Hang on. Are you ready for this, guys? Look, check this out. You ready?
Ah!
Look! Inside! There he is! Back in the truck! With burnt fingers opening the... There he is! Da-da-da! It's treachery of tricks, isn't it? I tried to read that for a second. Something about telephones and lobsters, and if you've seen Francis's DVD, you'll know that's not anything out of the ordinary.
Not at all. I want to talk to you about this. This is a 2 DVD set, and I want to talk about disc 1 first of all, and then talk about disc 2. But disc 1 first of all. Disc 1, Francis teaches tricks.
Yes.
Okay, and he teaches some very good tricks. I've got a whole bunch of them here that we can talk about. He's a very good teacher.
Yes, he is.
He's a very good explainer. He's also a very good performer. All of the routines are performed live to an audience, and all are explained very well. Francis is also very big on his theory.
Not the best audience as well.
No, not
He
really.
really has to get them going at one point.
Well, you've got a theory on this audience, haven't you?
I've got a theory on it, that this is like Paper Crane's headquarters.
Yeah.
And I would like this confirming, because I reckon it's the same brickwork.
Yeah.
And I reckon they're all in one building, but they've got like the Paper Crane headquarters there, and they've got all these other people, and then they've invited them down from their offices, and they kind of come in and gone, I don't really want to be here, who's this Francis guy, but we'll watch him do some magic tricks.
Yeah, I think you're right, because they weren't the best audience, but it was great fun watching him deal with them.
Yeah.
But that's Disc 2.
We'll go on to Disc 2 in a minute.
Yeah, Disc 2 is very exciting. Disc 1, he's got a whole bunch of stuff now. First thing he's got is Vivid, which is a thing where he gets somebody. He says, "I'm gonna pretend to get something. What have I got?" Somebody might say a coin. Okay, what coin is it? It's a quarter. What year's on the coin? It's 1989 or whatever. And then he gave an envelope away at the beginning of the routine, and in the envelope is a 1989 quarter. It is that clean.
It's very nice, and it's a stage presentation.
But
as well.
he has got a close-up version.
He has got a close-up one. But what's exciting about this DVD? This is one of the best DVDs to come out for a long time, with kind of stage/parlour material.
Completely,
I think
absolutely.
I want to focus on that because that's really good. The Vivid could go straight into your set.
It could.
It's a great presentation.
And
it really is.
Weird has already gone into my set, and I'm going to say right now that Weird is the single best add a number style routine I have ever seen.
It's an older method that's been discussed before on the Wizard product review.
Yeah.
But the presentation, the handling of it, it's so fair. It's basically an add a number routine using somebody's phone, but the killer ending.
Yeah.
Where it produces the number, but he turns it over and it says shoes.
Yeah.
Because he's trying not to match the prediction,
No.
which is quite funny because it says it's driving him crazy. The predictions, he's always predicting things and he even knows when he's going to die, and it's driving him mad. So he's made a completely different prediction, and he's going to do something with numbers, but he's made a completely different prediction. And he reveals the number, and then the prediction says shoes, and he goes, "Thank God, I'm okay," you know, and he puts it down, and as he turns it over, it says
brilliant.
shoes.
It's brilliant.
It's just such a commercial routine,
really
and
is.
that's on the DVD, you know. You could go out and work that straight away. It's fantastic.
Brilliant. He's got some nice coin stuff. He's got a vanish that he teaches called the Nevermore Vanish, which is incredibly fair. He's got this thing called imagination coins, where 3 coins that appear in their imagination and then vanish one at a time. The final coin uses the Nevermore Vanish, which is beautiful. He's got Pieces of Nothing, which was
Pieces of Nothing was a very nice, probably with a gimmick you guys have already got as well, that you could kind of doctor and make it into this nice routine. But he talks about having nothing, and when you put the nothing over the top of a coin, you can't see it because you're putting the nothing over the top. And then he goes into his pocket and he gets a small piece of nothing, puts it over the top of the coin, and what you get then is a lovely coin with a hole in it. So you just drill a hole in a coin, basically, for your gimmick. You see the hole in there, and then basically he restores it and he gives them the nothing
and it's
back.
no table required. It's a walk around piece.
Really nice.
It is going into
lovely
my act.
visual magic, because Francis, he was brought to our attention about a year ago now, many months ago, when he did the extra bit on the Rattle DVD.
Yeah,
and
which
we
was
raved
fantastic.
about him then.
His
We didn't know
routining
about
is
him
brilliant.
then.
Yeah, he's got a very nice coin production called Two Sides of Every Coin, where he talks about this has got a tail but not a head, and when he turns the coin over, it's not there. It's just brilliant. Schrodinger's card, which is.
You knew about this scientist guy, didn't you?
Yeah, well, the only reason I do is because I'm a big fan of The Big Bang Theory, which is one of the, if not the best TV show in the world at the moment. And Leonard and Sheldon talk about Schrodinger's cat all the time. So I knew about the whole concept. But Schrodinger's card, it uses a very wacky presentation, but it is the cleanest, and here's another bold statement, it is the cleanest and fairest card to box I have ever seen.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
You never touch the deck. The spectator picks a card. You never touch it.
Yeah.
The card vanishes. They look through every card. There's no flaps or stuck together or
they
anything
see
like
the
that.
card in the deck. They shuffle the cards, some face up, some face down. They go through them one card at a time. It's not there, and then the card they've chosen is in the box.
And it's self-working.
And you've never touched the deck or the box, have you?
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It is that clean. It is amazing. But let's finish there on Disc 1. Disc 1 is great. You know, if it was only Disc 1, it'd get a very good review.
Fascinating as well, listening to his theories on presentation as well as the actual theory of the actual tricks.
Disc 2.
And Disc 2, talking about his theory, it's great to watch it with the commentary off because you watch it like an audience member, but with the commentary on, you just realise how much thought has gone into this show. It is crazy.
Disc 2 is a full performance.
No, it is crazy.
It is. No, it's crazy. Disc 2 is his full performance of one of his shows, a parlour show. It runs about 40 minutes.
Some of the routines are performance only, and he explains how you wouldn't want to do them because they're his style.
And they are personal to him.
They're personal to him, but quite a lot of the routines, you see him using them that have already been explained on Disc 1. You see him performing them in his show on this too.
You do, and it is the best. This is what happened. I watched this close-up show of Francis's with Tom Crosby.
Yeah.
At like 2:00 in the morning. I went to bed. Tom doesn't even know this. I went to bed and I woke. I couldn't stop thinking about the show. And I went down at 3:00 in the morning to my office. I put the DVD back on and I watched it again with the commentary on, and then watched it again. I have since taken this DVD to about 10 different people and just got them to watch the performance. It is amazing.
You're like me with Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
You like watching it with people.
I do.
To watch their reaction.
It's just brilliant. He's got the best version of the needle swallow I've ever seen.
It's razor blades.
Razor blades. He's got the best version of the razor blades.
Yeah, he's
swallow
seen
I've
it
ever
5 times, but he doesn't know needles and razor blades. But yes.
And the egg bag.
With the razor blades, let me explain why it's unique, and it does look fantastic. He wears a plasma screen that's like an X-ray device, and as he's swallowing the razor blades, you see the razor blades on the screen go into his tummy, and then you see little men inside his tummy getting the razor blades, stacking them all up.
And then when he swallows the thread, you see them tying them onto the thread, and one of the little men has his arm chopped off. And when he pulls
the razor blade,
and you see all this happen in his stomach. When he pulls the thread out, it's coming out of his stomach. You can see it, but it's also coming out of his mouth. And when he pulls the last one out, the little man's hand is stuck at the end of it. It's brilliant. It's just brilliant. His egg bag routine with his mum constantly calling him.
Yeah, he's doing an egg bag routine. It's great. His mum rings him up. And, during the routine, his mum rings him up and he says, yeah, I'll do your favourite trick, mum. Mm-hmm. And the finale of the routine is the phone ends up in the bag and he's on the egg.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. The finale, the first routine where he's getting his words mixed up. The finale where he's just spitting.
There's so much. Look, I almost don't want to spoil it for you. I just want to say, get it. There is, I think if you do any kind of stage or parlour routines, you will get something out of this.
Yeah.
You will get a routine that you will use. That's why I think you should give it Worker of the Week.
This is definitely Worker of the Week.
I'm going to give it 95%.
Right, I have to say, I know how you don't like me talking and just want me to get...
Come
but
on,
I have to say one
10
thing.
minutes
This
already.
is the best DVD on stage and theory I have ever seen. This DVD has inspired me. Francis Menotti is now one of my new favourite magicians. I was going to give this 100%. I think I'm going to have to give it 1% less, just in case, as you pointed out, David Copperfield releases his entire show in a box next week, and you've got to have somewhere to go. But I'm going to give it 99%, and I guarantee everybody watching this that you are going to be inspired. You're going to love it. Scrunch it into a ball. That's fantastic.
This is a thick ball.
Here you go.
Here you go.
I'm going to burn myself.
It's thicker than I thought. It's 2 bits stuck together, Sean. It's a flashback.
Quickly light the lighter.
Hang on. Heat goes upwards, right?
I hate you. Oh my god. Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Light the lighter. How cool!
Much later on.
Right, I've just given Dave and Craig their review pile today.
Craig's not here yet.
Craig's not here yet, and one of those items is the Evolution Chop Cup, and we're going to have a bit of a bet how many times Craig can say chop through the
with his own product.
with his own product chop.
Refer to his own product.
That's right.
Basically.
Yeah. How many are you going to guess?
I'm going to say 4.
I'm going to say 9. I think it's going to be higher.
Right, you can play along. We've got, for the final review, the Evolution Chop Cup. This is the Evolution Chop Cup.
Obviously,
right here,
the term evolution means that something has been evolved or taken to the next level. So you assume that the Evolution Chop Cup would be something that has improved upon the original. Yeah. Came from nowhere, right? So what you have here is you have a cup that's been designed to look like a dice cup, and it's not like a normal chop cup.
Bit of drain pipe from B&Q,
Yeah, basically, yeah.
It's a bit better than that.
But it's not been designed. It's not designed to work like a normal chop cup. So in other words, it won't work the way that a normal chop cup works. It has a new principle inside it, which allows you to show the inside of the cup empty.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
It allows you to show and it's based on an illusion. What was the illusion?
Well, it's not, but it's basically an illusion principle that's been used in things like Harbin's Little by Little. It's not working for me too well, I've got to tell you.
No, the illusion doesn't work up close. That's the point. The new technique that's been used to create this doesn't really work when you look at it up close, to be honest.
No.
Now, the only thing that I can see that this adds is that it allows you to show the cup empty. That's the only thing. It won't allow you to examine the cup, even with the original chop cup. If you hand the cup out and hand one of the balls out, it will allow you to examine it. Obviously, something like chop,
which is a major. Sorry.
Yeah, something like chop. Obviously, my DVD chop. The thing with chop is you can use any cup. So obviously, the cup can be examined, and you can use any bill. So the bill can be examined. With this, you can't hand the cup out. As soon as you hand it out, people are going to see what's the matter with it. It's not like it can lock into place. But the only advantage of it is that you can show the inside of the cup empty.
Yeah.
Now,
it doesn't really get... And it's only good from sort of straight on.
Yeah.
If you're on the angle, I think you can tell.
You can. And it's nice to be able to...
And it's something people suspect anyway. The secret, when you're out working with a normal chop cup, not a normal chop cup, you know, but when you're out working with a normal chop cup, a regular silver one, people go, can I have a look at it? And they actually think, you know, there might be trapdoors in there or something like that.
Yeah, of course, that would be ridiculous.
And that's stupid.
But being able to show the inside of a cup empty, I mean, I did that with chop, didn't I? I was able to take a cup, and it can be any cup, it can be like a borrowed cup. And even though I've got this borrowed cup, I can have a ball put inside, and I can show it empty anytime I want to, and then actually show it inside and have it handed out. You can't do that with this. That's the problem with it, you know what I mean? And also, I know I keep bringing it up, but chop's so much more organic. No, it is. I'm sorry. It is so much more organic because you've got a borrowed cup. It could be a china cup. It could be a plastic cup. It could be a styrofoam cup, and you're borrowing a bill. With this, it looks like God alone knows what, and it's going to want to be examined. When you use chop, you're borrowing the cup, you're borrowing the £10 note, it's anytime, anywhere. And then it's logical, because with chop, you've got a bill and lemon finale, you've got a lemon, and then the bill goes into the lemon. It runs full circle. There's a reason that Doc Eason said it was one of the best chop cup bill and lemon routines he's ever seen. The reason is, I'm sorry, I know, but chop is better. This is how much, John, how much is this? How much is this, John?
About £140.
You're kidding. It's 150 quid.
It's not worth it.
Right.
Don't buy it.
Right. It's 150
You'll be
quid.
disappointed.
It's 150 quid.
Anybody knows, can I just say, anybody that knows, I've lost complete my train of thought, because I was thinking about something else and John was making me laugh. But anybody that knows, sorry. John, I can't think. Anybody knows when you're out there with a chop cup in the real world and you do a couple of things with it, most people want to have a look at it, especially when you're in close quarters. You can't do that.
Yeah.
There's no real advantage, but there's major disadvantages, one of which is the price.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't look like a bar cup, it doesn't look like a cocktail shaker, you can't make it look like... I've got a theory that only magicians really know what dice cups look like.
I think you're probably right.
I don't think punters on the street know what one is.
Do you think there's a family sitting at home going, right, let's play Monopoly, somebody go and get the dice cup? No, they're there with the go.
Yeah, they don't know what it is.
No, of course not. Look, the bottom line is, if you want to spend 150 quid on something that isn't very deceptive... Don't do it.
Don't do it. Get something else.
It's not very deceptive. It can't be examined. It doesn't add anything. It's not good.
How they think it works is how it actually does work.
It's not good. If you want to get something else, a normal chop cup is so much better than this, but obviously, and you know, it's hard to say this because it's my own product, and we never mention our own products, but something like chop, it allows you to use any cup, anytime, anywhere, borrowed bill, and you can do exactly the same thing as this, except you can do it in the hands of the spectators. You can delay the moment the bill appears.
How much are you going to give it?
Buy chop.
How much are you going to give it?
0%. I'm sorry, it's got no redeeming qualities at all. It doesn't add anything inside. It's like taking 150 quid, rolling it up into a ball, and shoving it on a fire.
And using it in chop.
Yeah. Take the 150 quid, take 20 quid of it, use it for chop, then pocket the rest and use it on something good, because this is just not good at all.
You're not
It-
biased at all, are you?
Evolution chop cup, normal chop cup, chop.
I'm not biased at all, but I fully agree. I wouldn't use it. It's awful. You'd be scared stiff using it, because the moment they go, "Can I have a look at that?" and you go, "No," they're going to go, "Ah, okay." It's not very good at all. I agree. 0%. I fully agree. Please do not buy this.
No
Please
redeeming
don't buy
clauses
it.
at all.
Don't buy it. That's it this week for the Wizard product review. I'm Dave.
I'm Craig.
How many was it, John?
15.
You win. Right, lots of people have been asking us, Craig, over the years. We get lots of sort of reoccurring questions. One is, how do we rate our
Yeah,
percentages?
they want to know what our judging criteria is. And frankly, I get asked this question so many times, and the bottom line is, I pretty much make them up as I go. And people
Yeah.
have pointed out to me,
Not anymore.
They've pointed out to me and they've said, but 2 years ago you actually scored this 90%, and you said that it was better than this, and this was only 78%. Well, and they're right, you know,
Yeah,
because
so we've got some
everything-
criteria.
We've put a criteria together.
Judging criteria.
So you guys
This
know.
is strict now.
Yeah, you know what our criteria
We've
is.
had meetings, haven't we, John?
Yes.
Yeah.
We had meetings.
Yeah.
We sat in the session lounge and had a coffee.
Yeah.
It got that serious.
It really did.
They're biscuits, huh?
And biscuits.
There were biscuits
There were nice biscuits.
that we
as well.
invested in this time.
So we're going to give you our judging criteria.
Right.
If a product gets between 0 and 10%,
Right. We wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
no, neither me or Dave would go anywhere near it, and it's 100% guaranteed to get a rant from me.
Rant guaranteed. So 10 to 20%. We wouldn't touch it with a barge pole, but Matthew probably would.
But it still has a pretty damn good chance of getting a rant
Still
from me.
getting a rant, yeah. 20 to 30%. So you're out and a hot girl says, "Show us some magic."
And that's all you've got on you.
It's all you've got on you. You might touch it with a barge pole.
but
Rant?
only briefly.
Rant?
80% chance of a rant.
Right, 30 to 50%. Right, we don't really like it, but we appreciate that someone else may like it.
Probably wouldn't get a rant, but there's a good chance it would get an elongated moan.
We don't like it, and we'll explain the reasons. 50 to 70%. It's getting there, but still it's flawed for reasons that we will explain. Rant?
Probably not a rant, but a moan's still probably a moan. Yeah.
I'll probably use it as an excuse to make me look really professional.
Yeah.
70 to 90%. This is probably not good enough to go into Craig's #1 set.
What? 70 to 90?
70, 90%.
This is probably good enough to go into
Oh,
great.
now good enough. Sorry,
now good enough to go into great. Yeah, because 70 to
I forgot. Matthew did the minutes, sorry.
Yeah, 70 to 90%. Yeah, 70 to 90%. I think it's really good. It's going into my working set,
Right.
possibly.
90 to 100%, actually good enough to go into Dave's #1 set. Once again, an opportunity
didn't
to
see
make
that
me look more professional. And much love from the Wizard product review. Maybe even a possible worker of the week. Definitely no rants in sight.
Not a single rant.
Not So Sharp by Wayne Fox.
Not So Sharp by Wayne Fox.
You've
Now-
been playing with this, haven't you? You call these toys, but you've been like, oh, let me play with those.
Oh man, I saw this, I opened it up, I
Toys for
saw the
grown-ups.
props, and I immediately thought, there are so many things you can do with this. The idea is...
What does he do with it first? Yeah.
Right, well, let me just read the back for you. The audience will be astounded as you take a Sharpie pen and suddenly roll it into a ball and then immediately flatten it before you stretch it all the way back out again. Not Sharp is the perfect addition to any signed card routine. Contains 2 gimmicks and a DVD.
Yeah.
Now, these are your 2 gimmicks. You have a flattened Sharpie and you have a rolled up Sharpie. The idea is that...
And they kind of made like not rubber. In fact, it's a bit harder than
Yeah, not rubber.
but they kind of got a little bit of ply on them.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're hard. They're not. The ball doesn't bounce.
No, the
does
ball
it?
does not
But
bounce.
Wayne says on the video, be careful with it. Don't try and bounce it because it might chip or something.
yeah, and you don't want that to
But
happen.
it's not a bouncy ball.
I absolutely love it. Wayne goes through various ways of basically making it look like you're rolling up a Sharpie, making it look like you flattened a Sharpie. He goes through various techniques. He goes through palming. He goes through doing
The one
technique.
I like the one where it's on the table.
Yeah.
No, he's got the pen and he kind of goes straight down.
That looks really good.
And you need a bit of setup to it.
Yeah.
But it is really visual.
It looks amazing, and that uses a
one of those gimmicks that you use to get women.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. It uses one of those.
Yeah.
But I've been playing around with it, and you know, even if you don't use that, and even if you don't use your sleeves, you can do some amazingly visual stuff. As long as you know a flipstick move and you know some basic sleight of hand, you can do some amazing stuff with it. And what's great about this, it's one of those things that you just want to play around with. If you've seen my DVD Chop, you know that I've got a routine on there, a bonus routine called Sharp.
How many?
which-
I think he's mentioned Chop. 2 episodes this month.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm trying to go for
pushing
a
it
hat trick.
again. Yeah.
But what I have a routine called Sharp where I basically mess around with a Sharpie before I go into Chop. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. You could use this gimmick.
He has been playing with this all morning, like no exaggeration.
Wayne, if you're watching the show, I think this
I love it
is
as well.
brilliant. I think this is to Sharpies, and this is the highest praise that I can give it. This, not so sharp, is to a Sharpie pen what the Omnideck is to a pack of cards.
Well,
if
there you
you
go.
are a worker and you carry a Sharpie around with you, there is no reason why you should not have this, because the moment that you take the pen and roll it up and then give it to them, stop your act right there. It's like producing a jumbo coin at the end of a coin routine. You know, you just got nowhere else
I've
to go.
got a thing in my lecture where I have the black 8.
Yeah.
And I go like that, and the 8 ball changes back.
Yes.
You could have the Sharpie there, if it's on the Top It DVD as well, where you've got the Sharpie.
Yeah.
And you could literally go like that.
Yeah.
And slap it and just put that into your top pocket.
That looked great, yeah.
And we're using an idea of Mark Southworth's, which was an 8 ball turning to a flat 8
Yeah.
ball, using the same move from the Top It DVD
Yeah.
as well, and then immediately putting it in this top pocket, which
He
I do
actually
like.
mentions Toppets as part. It's a very good DVD.
That's
terms
right, he
of-
does,
Yeah,
yeah.
he mentions it, but that, he doesn't go into your technique.
He
but-
says about using a waistcoat top it, doesn't
Yeah.
he? But yeah, that technique of there showing the pen there and then going like that and then straight into the top pocket would
Yeah.
work, I do believe, and I want this as well. It's great.
This is
a worker.
It's worker. It's got to get worker of the week.
Worker of the
because
week?
Every single worker is going to have one of these. I guarantee you, this is going to become the effect that every single worker carries around with them, because it's great. You're getting someone to sign a card. You take the pen back. Boom. You're putting more magical
to
moments.
practice as
Oh,
well.
it really is. It's just great.
And
I'm going to do this. This is going straight into my, this is going into my close-up case. It's going into my pockets. It's going everywhere. I'm carrying this around with me all
it's
the
going
time.
in your close-up case.
It's going in my close-up
Something
case.
else in the close-up
Yeah,
case.
of course it's going into my close-up case.
I know you've got to go. So,
Yeah, I've really got a gig to go to, so I'm going to take my Look Sharp gimmicks and I'm going to grab my close-up case. I will see you guys next week on the Wizard Product Review. Bye. I'm Craig.
I'm Dave. See you next week.
See you later. Yeah, I'm going to be there in about half an hour. I was just doing the Wizard Product Review with Pen. Yeah. It's all good. What? The 3rd floor? You serious? Isn't there a lift? There's no lift. No. Oh, just there.
So next up, we've got by Skullcore, Eye Tattoo.
I would consider getting a tattoo for this, because I think I would seriously. I would consider getting a tattoo because
You can't even bring in a loan or do the Kevin Parker footage. Never mind. What else are you going to promise to the viewers?
I
Craig?
didn't say I'd do it. I said I would consider getting a tattoo, because I think that if you did this with a real tattoo and people could feel your arm, what? Come on, it'd be amazing. I might go out and get a tattoo.
And what would you
And,
do?
and if I actually had a real tattoo,
It's not
and I
gonna
actually
happen.
did it with a real tattoo.
It's not going to happen.
Do you want to bet?
That would.
What are you going to give it?
Does he want to bet, John?
Oh.
We're on camera.
Come on, you want to bet?
Yeah.
I bet you 50 quid right now that by the new year I'll have a tattoo and I'll be doing that trick.
And I will predict what that tattoo is in an envelope. And if I get that right, then you have to give me...
I'm going to get a tattoo. I really like this. I've always wanted a tattoo. I'm going to get a tattoo and I can do it.
No.
I am. Bet you 50
not-
quid. It's on camera. New year.
50 quid. By the new year.
By the new year.
What year are you giving it?
Okay, I'll bet him. I will bet him.
There
I
you
don't
go.
think it's got to be decent size.
Yeah, it's going to be about the size of a palm, because you know. For the
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to happen.
What year are you giving it?
68%.
Oh come on, it's so good.
If you get the real tattoo, I'll up my mark.
Right.
It'd be a better trick.
Keep watching. We're actually in our luxury headquarters here in Blackpool, live from Fissam, luxury-ish.
So if you're wondering around the FISM convention, you probably ended up with like one of these stickers
Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
on you at
stickers.
some point. These stickers are everywhere.
Yeah, you cannot go a few seconds without seeing one of these stickers, and they say on them, coins.
Yeah, so that's
Don't
probably
say
been
that, don't
bleeped
say that,
on
don't
the
say
Wizard
that.
product
It's
review.
forbidden to say that.
Stickers everywhere. These stickers are everywhere.
Okay.
Can you, Clement? Are you up first? Can
No
you show us
problem.
something
Can you
first?
begin?
I'll
Shall
give
we
you a bit
begin?
of
Yeah?
space.
Yeah.
What-
John, can we get
I'll leave it up to you guys.
No, I'm joking. So watch carefully. It's tricks with a coin, of a Chinese coin, okay, and a rubber band, you know. And everybody see. So this is in metal. This is a coin, and this is in rubber band. I don't know the material, the plastic. It's plastic, maybe.
Rubber.
Okay, rubber. So it's impossible way to pass material through another material, you know. But we can try 1, 2, 3, and you can hear it and you can see it, you know. You can see it inside. And of course, if there is one who pass, normally the other one can pass too, you know. It's very funny. And of course, if it can be inside, it can be outside, you know. Very strange. I don't
Please,
understand.
can you put the twins like cups like this? Perfect.
Like this?
I put it again inside like that, you know. I show you. I go slowly. I put it inside, you know. And you can see. Okay, it's impossible to go out. I don't move, you know. I'm just going to do like that. Oh yeah, wait, like that. 1, 2, 3.
What? Looks
And
awesome.
go out. But wait carefully. Watch
But-
this.
Philip, do you know what is it?
A rubber.
No, this is a triangle. Triangle of Bermuda. Do you know it?
The
Triangle.
triangle of
Bermuda
Bermuda.
Triangle.
Bermuda
Yes,
Triangle,
you
yeah.
right?
Bermuda Triangle.
And there are a lot of disparition. I can try it. Watch. No, this is in, and so this is in the other side.
Oh
It
my
works.
God!
Please take the rubber bands, and can you put the rubber bands around my wrist like this? Okay, good. Perfect. And normally the coins disappear, but I need of a lighter. No.
Oh my God!
Thank you
This
very
is
much, my
fine.
friend.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
What
No,
the
it's cool,
hell
it's
is
cool,
going
it's
on?
Thanks.
cool. It's cool. Huh? But you can put better like that, you know.
Yes, this is better.
Yeah, it's better. Oh.
Okay, take it. It's perfect.
Toy magic has never
Yes.
been so exciting.
Toy
Where have
magic
these
is
guys
finally
been?
cool.
So watch good.
You don't do any of that three flag
You need to
crap.
move your hands. You need to move your hands.
Sorry.
This is a matrix with only 4 coins. And what?
You say only 4 coins.
Yes, only 4 coins.
Only
And,
4 coins.
Okay.
Only
take
4
it.
coins.
Take it. Okay, no problem.
Okay. Watch the coin. Watch the coin.
Can you?
Okay, can you film? Take the lighter, come on. It's here.
Okay.
Okay, good, perfect. The move.
Yeah, that's better like this. That's
Better.
better like this.
4 coins.
But no, I'm going to do it with just really 4 coins. Let's go. The idea is really simple. It's to do a travel without touch.
That's
floor.
just stupid.
This is a little bit classic, so I'm going to do it more faster.
Oh,
Only with this one if you want. From here to here. Ooh, sorry. I'm going to do it with only one hand.
oh my God.
It happens. I do it again. Like this. All come back and this is in coins.
22 years old. Every time I hear that music, you know, the way it's like the beginning of I just think of you every time I hear it.
That's nice.
Yeah, I just
That's
thought
really
it was,
nice. Every
I'd
time
share
the
that.
Home Base commercial comes on.
Yeah, because it's on a
That's the
commercial
one.
in the UK, and I just think of you bending over and picking
What?
Up. Yeah, it's just,
And
moving
that's
up.
a very good point. To end this interview, that soundbite will live on in YouTube legend forever. Thank you
Why is
once
it always
again,
me?
Soma, ladies and gentlemen.
who is not gay.
He's not gay. Check out the DVD, How to Win at FISM. Craig, where's the tattoo?
You didn't tell me you were doing this. I've actually made.
No.
Where is it, Craig? Come on.
John, do you want to come in? You've got a bit of an announcement, haven't you? About, like, just come in. We've got to just make room for John. John, come in. You know, there's the viewers over there.
What's happening?
Right, no tattoo.
And quite frankly, we're getting sick and tired of this.
I'm going to apologise to the viewers.
We do apologise to
and
every
Craig,
viewer.
Craig, what is your New Year's resolution now to the
To the
Wizard
viewers,
Product
to the
Review
world.
viewers with regard to your promises?
Come on, no more broken promises, Craig.
Oh, okay.
Come on, promise.
2013,
What's your
Kevin Parker footage. When's
Where
it
is
coming? Come on, Craig.
Come on.
Okay, what do you want to say?
I want you to stare straight into that lens.
To the viewers.
To the
and
viewers.
go,
Everyone.
if I promise a review, it's coming to you in 2013, within 2 episodes.
Okay, if I promise something, it's coming to you within 3 episodes.
Now, can I shake on that?
Yeah, you
because
can shake.
if you don't, there's
You know
going
what-
to be a new job post on the Wizard product on our site.
You know what's funny?
For your position.
You know what's funny? I genuinely have got I've got on
It's one of them
Monday.
excuses.
Yeah,
No,
here we go.
On Monday, I've got. Listen.
On Monday,
I've,
listening.
I've got an appointment with the tattoo parlour.
Oh!
I was just hoping you'd
On
forgotten.
Monday.
Of course, it's on Monday, and I've actually posted the design up on Facebook. Everybody's seen it. I've actually had it designed by Maynard Art. It's awesome.
So what
It's
delayed
got like
you?
loads.
There's loads of tattoo parlours out there.
I've had
You've got the design.
I've got a new kid. I haven't
John,
had time to deal with it.
It's all. Can I just ask one more thing?
Yeah.
Where's my 50 quid?
We'll sort it out.
And I have McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah,
what was that for? No,
That's it.
Just before we start the show, we should point out Blamo's not well, and also not happy with Dave, because Dave went and gave
his
him a
own
little
good.
operation.
It's for his own good. He's had his Goshmans taken away. So
Yeah, he's not the dog that he used to be right now. He's feeling a little bit
they're
down.
gonna hate me.
Yeah,
They're gonna
well,
stop this campaign.
you've robbed him of his manhood.
No, it's going to stop him doing like 40 wheeze when we're out on a walk. He's,
Okay,
he's
okay,
crazy.
so you've chopped his
Look,
bits off for your own personal.
Enough of that.
Okay.
Please. You know, I was distraught last night when
Not
he
as
was...
distraught as he was, I imagine.
Where's the biscuits? Get the biscuits. It's no good without the biscuits. It's 12 o'clock on a Wednesday and this is the Wizard Product Review. I'm Dave.
That was me. It's my job.
There you go,
That's
have a biscuit.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Do they S-fan?
Do they ask that?
Go on to the S-Fan, Dave.
Yes,
They
they
do.
They're a bit new for S-fanning. You're just trying to get me to make a mistake, aren't you, John? There we go.
All right, so this is the sort of thing that I hate. There's certain single trick DVDs.
You're killing him.
I'm
You're
sorry.
killing him.
There's certain single trick DVDs that are worthy of a single trick.
You know when
this
John's
is
going
not.
like this?
Yeah, this is not. It's terrible. It's a waste of money. It's a rip-off. Don't buy it. 20%.
What does that mean again, John? What does that mean?
Get on with it.
How much are you going to give it?
It's good. If you want to do this, if you like the look of this, and you want to do it, and you want to.
Why does this always happen? When I say how much you're going to give it, why does this always happen that we have to have another 40 seconds of recap? Why does that happen? Because we discuss this every week, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We do
Yeah,
discuss
we
how
do discuss
the
it every
reviews
week.
elongate by another 45 seconds.
Yes, but now
How
there's
much
a
you gonna
new
give it?
pattern because what's happening with you arguing with me about the recapping is now going on to an extra minute and a
How
half.
much are you going to give it?
75%.
75%. Now ask me.
How much are you going to do it?
Well, the thing is, with the... I'm going to give it 79%. That's it for this week. I'm Dave.
I'm John.
Mark.
Matthew.
See you next week. It's 12 o'clock on a Wednesday and this is the Wizard Product Review. On this week's show...
What about me?
Oh yeah,
What
forgot
about me?
that bit.
What about me and him? This is suddenly the David Penn show.
I'm going to put that on top, just there, and here's where the magic starts. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm loving the magic. Carry on. I did this one on Dave. Do you remember me performing Tracing Dick on you? Where you... That'll be soundbited.
But then I've just been sticking it in every now and then.
Even from behind.
Crikey! Pimp my tenure!
Choo choo.
It's 12 o'clock on a Wednesday and this is the Wizard Product Review. I'm Dave.
I'm Craig.
And on this week's show...
On this week's show...
I'm not doing that for another 6 times.
No.
He's having a day off.
Yeah, he's relaxed. He's being a diva. On this week's show, the first item up is Card Artistry by Justin Flom and the guys at Big Blind Media. Or Vanishing Ink, in this case. Okay, so I want everyone to look at the mat because this is artistic. This is beautiful. This is Card Artistry.
Oh, I like it. If only I had some.
Go on, carry on. Carry on. I don't know what's happened. I don't know why it's gone. Hang on, just give me a second.
We'll see you next week on the Wizard Product Review. I'm Dave.
I'm Craig.
See you next week.